Alright, so we back with another video, man. Today we got y'all boys with a special one. Today we got y'all boys with, come on now, we got y'all boys with the anime arc tier list. Now we gonna be ranking these according to the shows in order, ABC order. So we gonna start from the A's, going all the way down the list in terms of the name of the show. Not the name of the arc, the name of the show. So we're going to do it kind of chronologically through the shows. Now, it's not going to be every arc for every show that I'm going to rank, but it's going to be kind of more my most memorable arcs from these shows and my favorite arcs from these shows at the end of the day. But yeah, if y'all do want more, like the video, subscribe if you're new. Further ado, let's hop into it, man. Let's get to it. Aoashi. Now, this is the Team A arc. This is not the Team B arc. This is not the prologue. Now, if you know me, I'm a big Aoashi guy. Aoashi changed everything in terms of how I looked at soccer, bro. It really did. Like, I really love soccer now because of this. So I got to give a lot of credit to it. But this arc, these arcs in this, like, you got the stuff with Japone, you got the stuff with Ren. Fantastic, bro. Amazing writing. And the thing with sports, I'm a sucker for it. I'm a sucker for sports, but I'm a sucker for sports done right. And all the things that Aoashi ties within it, it is genuinely peak fiction, regardless of if it was sports. But the fact it is sports, and at the time I genuinely had no interest in soccer, but because it was sports, I was interested and I read it. I gave it a chance. Peak fiction. And this is one of the biggest arcs. Now the thing is, I don't remember which arc Akutsu's backstory is in. I think it's more so in the lead up to the Barcelona part. But if that is at the tail end of the Team A, which I do think it is if I'm remembering it correctly, that might move it up a whole tier. That might move it to peak fiction. Right now I'm thinking top tier though. I'm thinking top tier for now. I don't want to be too crazy. And then Barcelona arc, peak fiction, bro. The arc is nowhere near as long as Team A arc, but bro, so much in this arc, so much. You got Ashito going to the pro team for the first time and doing his little practices and learning all these different things. You got him going on the trip to play against Barca in that first round. And by the way, the Barcelona arc is literally just one game. You don't really see any other games. They got off-screen games and stuff like that when they was at the pro stuff, and they ended up winning that and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's really just one game. But everything, bro, Damien is one of the best written antagonists in any sports, like, fiction, whatever you want to talk about, any written sports thing I ever seen, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if you want to do, you can even include some real life stuff. Damien is crazy, like peak fiction. That is the epitome of peak fiction. And Kurubayashi was already like crazy aura, you know what I'm saying, in the background. But this is when we finally get to see the most of Kurubayashi. And then the ending to this is like, and I'm gonna be honest, reading this, I genuinely didn't understand how the hell he was gonna end this. And I'm gonna be honest, he even opened the door for it to even be able to continue later. And he already said that the Brotherhood is coming back, so I'm so excited for that. I can't lie. But this is, hey, bro, I'm gonna try my best not to spoil some of these. That's literally just manga. But bro, if you love sports, you love soccer, football, whatever you want to call it, read this. Read this. And I think Aoashi is supposed to come back this year for season 2. Now, I don't remember where season 1 ended off. I think season 1 ended off with Team B. So if they are moving into the Team A arc and they're going to be going into stuff like this with him and Trapone, oh man, cinema. Now, I won't lie, a lot of Team A is really a lot of stuff dealing with Ashito, his like character development, and he has ridiculous. Like I said, the writing in this is ridiculous. I'm going to just say, keep it moving. Now we have Shigen, return to Shigen Shina. Now this is a clear, easy S plus tier. Easy S plus tier. Not even debatable. No debates. And I'm not going to put too much in S plus tier, by the way. So just keep that in mind when I'm ranking these. Last time I think I did this only at 10. I may try to do something like that, but I think I'm gonna just go for as me. I'm gonna just put anything I believe in that best category that is debatably in that category. I'm gonna put it in there. If it's not debatable with that arc, I'm not putting it there. Not. So yeah, Return to Shiganshina is so much. You got the Eren and Armin decision. You got the Erwin speech. You got, oh bro, you got so much. You got the reveal. Oh my, no, you get so much, bro. From the beginning to the end. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Part 1, season 3 was such a letdown, but season 2, part 2. And the only reason part 1 was let down is because it's really a build-up. It's really a build-up to this. This is the climax of the series. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm low-key a sucker for... It's gonna sound crazy, but I'm a sucker for a climax. And this is the climax of the series at this point. Now, I won't lie. I do think now the climax of the series is the rumbling. I do think that is the actual climax of the series. But it's not a lot of stories that's gonna be able to have a peak that's peaking twice. I'm not gonna lie. That's not a regular thing. But Attack on Titan is one of the best written stories ever made. So it's just what it is. And then we have Marley. The Marley arc is pretty good. I probably would say Barcelona is better. The Aoashi Barcelona is better, but Marley is really good. You got the stuff with No. Is that Sasha? No, that's not Sasha. I don't think. It might have been Sasha. But you got the stuff where Eren, where he undercover, like, bro, this is bringing me back, man. I'm a low-key give it above Barcelona for now. And then we have Rumbling. I think that's S+. One of the best endings all time to me. I genuinely... The only reason it's not the best is because it's clearly stole some very important ones from what I believe is actually the best. But I think it did have some improvements, but it also ruined some other facets of it. But for the most part, I do have it very, very high. The entirety of the Rumbling, by the way. Next, we have the Golden Age of Berserk. And I can't rank a lot of Berserk because I have not read a lot of it. So I only can really rank the Golden Age and the Eclipse. So the Golden Age, in my opinion, is S+. Where in S+? I think it's not really S+. I would say top tier. I'm going to be a little harsher today. I think it's top tier. But this, oh, the Eclipse. Now, this is why I think Rumbling might not be able to be S+, bro. Because these two completely changed everything in the show. Completely changed everything. The impact that these two arcs had within its shows, crazy. Now, it's kind of tough for this to have that type of change when it's the literal end of the show. It's the literal ending of the show. So it's like, it's not going to be able to have the same impact. And the thing about the Golden Age is it's the prologue. It's the prologue. I'm not going to say it's the best prologue because we're going to say that for another. But I might need to rate. I'm going to keep it here at A. I'm just not going to be able to put a lot in A tier because of that. So keep that in mind. Next, we have Black Clover, the Midnight Sun. I think Midnight Sun is just a good tier. A good arc. Nothing crazy. I think it's a good arc. Personally, I think it may be mid. Based off this, and this is going to have all the best arcs of all time for the most part. This is just a good arc. I don't think it's mid. I don't think it's top tier. It's just good. Then we have the Elf arc. Now, the Elf arc is really good. I think this is better. I don't think it's top tier, though. I think it's just good. Personally, I think it's just good. You could debate it, because, like, I do think pretty much every ending to their arcs kind of set up the next. Every arc in Black Clover, I think Black Clover is one of the more underrated shows, because every arc the ending of the arc sets up the next arc perfectly, in my opinion. Now, some of the stuff in terms of how it gets to the ending, you can say is forced, which is why you can sometimes critique the writing. But for a shonen action show, I think it does a really good job at stuff like that. So, like, Midnight Sun bleeds into the Elf arc very perfectly, and then the Elf arc bleeds into the next arc, the Demon Saga, very perfectly, in my opinion. So I think if we talking about just the anime of what you got so far, oh man, hey man, I do think that is the best part of the show so far in terms of the anime. The manga, I think there's gonna be some peak moments. I don't know how they gonna do it. And the thing is, I didn't read the manga for the other 2 parts, so we'll see if it can get elevated to those levels. But I want to say good, personally. I want to say good. I'm gonna say top tier. Now we got the final arc of Black Clover. Now the arc that they in now. I don't know if they finished it because, yeah, but you got the Yami backstory. You got so many things in this. I couldn't even show the actual a good picture to describe the arc because the literal, like I said, every ending to the arc is a spoiler to the next arc. So yeah, I guess I'ma just say I don't think this one is that crazy personally. I think the plot twist is one of the best plot twists in anime. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That is just a fact. I'm not even gonna cap. Nobody can really debate that. I think the way that they set it up was very, very good. It's just everything that's happened since then. I don't know. It's kind of, it's not even a diss or a slight to One Piece, but it's kind of One Piecey, especially early on One Piece to me. So I probably would say, for now, probably say like here. Probably say like there. Then we have Bleach, Soul Society. Now, last time I did this, people was mad at me because I did these wrong. If this is not Soul Society, bro, I'm sorry, bro. But I chose this picture to be Soul Society. I literally chose this picture. This picture is supposed to be a run card. Hopefully I get that right. Hopefully I do. But Soul Society, I'm going to say this is one of the best arcs of all time. Personally, I think it's just top tier for me right now. Next, a run card. A run card, I don't think it's a top tier arc. I think it is just good. I think it's above all these other Black Clovers, but I think it is good. Now, 1,000-Year Blood War. I'm not personally ready to say it's better than Soul Society. I'm personally not. But I would still say it's top tier. Personally, I would. I think it's top tier. Genuine. Next, we have Blue Lock. Now, we have the early exams of Blue Lock. Like I guess the first couple exams until you get to U20. So I would say, look, I'm gonna be honest, the rewatch is not that good in terms of the early part. It elevates. I think every part of it does get better, but the rewatch of the early stages of Blue Lock is not good, in my opinion. Especially if you like caught up to the manga, like the stakes are just nowhere near to the same level, in my opinion. So I would say, honestly, this is mid, personally. Then U20. U20 is up there, bro. U20 is genuinely up there. U20 is up there. I would say U20 is here. I would say U20 is here. I'm not gonna lie, this is messing stuff up. This gotta go up. This gotta go up. I think that this is here. Then you have Neo Egotist League. I like the Neo Egotist League. I think U20 right now, I would say is better. I think that right now it is better. But there are some crazy points in the Neo Egotist League. So I would say here, personally, top tier. But then you have the U20 World Cup. We haven't even got kind of through with this. We've only really seen one whole match. Right now, it's looking top tier. But to be on the safer side, I must say good. And we've seen more of this, and this plot twist is just, it kills anything that we've seen in the U20 World Cup so far. So I'm gonna say right there. Next we have Chainsaw Man. I'm gonna just say season 1 of Chainsaw Man. I think season 1 of Chainsaw Man for the most part is mid, but the back half is top tier. So I would say equal it out to good. I would say here. Then we have Rize, the Rize arc. Rize, however you say it. In the manga, this was a very okay arc. May arc. I probably would have just said it was good. The movie damn near peak fiction, bro. That movie made that arc so much better than I remember when I was reading it, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Because the thing is with it, why it is forgettable, every arc after it in that saga is so much better. So I'm not gonna lie. I almost want them to just keep doing movies because I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they can help. I don't think they can handle keeping that quality of pacing and animation for these next 3 arcs if they don't do a movie. So, hey, I'm just saying, bro. If they want to just make this whole franchise a movie for the rest of the way, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with it, bro. Unless you can keep making the consistent quality of what that movie was, go ahead, bro. Just keep making movies, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean. It actually makes sense, in my opinion. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna say, like, yeah, bro, it's better than everything in top tier. It's clearly better than everything in top tier. Clearly. Oh, Soul Society. I don't know if Rize better than Soul Society, bro. I may be chatting on Soul Society. Yeah, I'm definitely chatting on Soul Society. Okay. I think this is what is throwing me off with this. Okay. Maybe not over this either. And then I'll probably say Rize is here. Oh no, though. I might be tripping on Soul Society in general. I may should put Soul Society here and then put this here. Cause that movie is. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We got the Assassin's Art, and the only reason I know it's called that is because that's the next season of Chainsaw Man. Now, I heard that this shit may not come out till 2027. Like I said, bro, I can wait 2 years if the movie gonna be that good. But if you do an anime, and this arc is so much better than Rize, bro. So, like, I'm genuinely trying to understand how... Bro, there are scenes in this arc that gap anything that I'll show on this whole list creativity wise. There's scenes in this arc, like panels, art that gap anything creativity wise that we will talk about for the rest of this entire thing. I won't even lie. So I really, bro, I'm gonna be honest, now I'm thinking about it, I kind of even forgot some of the stuff that's in it. This is the art that actually has all them crazy goated panels from the manga. And bro, them panels don't even do the moment justice. I'm telling y'all, bro. When you just seeing the one shots, it don't do the moment justice. So I really hope they give it the Rize treatment. Because the Rize treatment, I really thought that was a mid arc going into it. Bro, that movie, bro. That movie elevated that crazy. But in the manga, this is better than Rize. This is better than Rize. I would put it over this. I don't know if I can put it over this. There's moments in it, but the full collection of this arc. I ain't gonna lie, I'm thinking about it. Impact-wise, Marley kind of has a crazy impact on this show. This might be more deserving of being up there than this. Thinking about it. But I'm not doing that. And then we have the Gun Devil arc. Hey, man. Now, the thing is with the Makima arc, I don't know when does the Makima part start and when does it stop. I feel like this is all one, so I'm going to honestly not rank Makima differently. I'm going to rank this all as one arc. So if I'm going to do that... Hey, bro. This day, bro, that's S+, man. I'm not... Hey, bro, I'm talking about that shit. S+. Oh, I do know when it does change. No, okay. Whew, that's tough, dude. That is like, bro, if it's not included together, they're both like as close as you possibly can be the best. They're like both as close as you possibly can be the S+. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know which one I'd rather. I think you can't really have one without the other. So I think this is kind of like one of them Naruto arc situation where I'm gonna just make it one. I'm putting it S+. Because there's so much context that's kind of left out. Because the whole Makima arc is really just vaguely what it is. And then I ain't gonna lie, the Gun Devil one may still just be an S+ regardless. Like, think about it, bro. There is a lot of build up to that Gun Devil arc, and it really does pay it off really well. And it actually has, oh my goodness, no, you can't, because the ending of it, no, this is one arc. I don't give a damn. This is one arc. No, I don't care. This is one arc. I'm putting this over Rumbling. This might be over the Eclipse. I'm not even gonna lie. This one might be over the Eclipse. I ain't gonna lie. This one, hey. And it honestly, if this is like all one arc, you could really say that this have a very similar impact to the show that the Return to Shigen Shina has, because the end of this changes everything in the show. Changes everything. So impactful. I think that's easily S+. Next we have Part 2, Chainsaw Man Part 2. I think Chainsaw Man Part 2, I think the reason why it does get the hate that it gets compared to like Part 1 is because, bro, I just kind of went over it. I think the reason why I was forgetting about some of the stuff for Rize is because of how good the Assassin arc and the Gun Devil arc is. So like a lot of the stuff that happens in this is kind of forgettable. Only thing that's not forgettable is her. You kind of remember a lot of her parts, but for the most part, you kind of forgot a little bit of the details within it. But when you see the movie, they even added some things to that movie, I believe too. So, and that made it better too. So, but this, he's doing a lot of creative things, and he's kind of giving us more lore. He's kind of building on the world in this as well, and especially when it comes to like giving us depth on some of the devils, like the upper devils and stuff like that. But it doesn't hit to the same level of this. You could debate it hits to these two levels. I'm gonna say, for now, I'm gonna say it's here. I think it's in this area, personally. Still very, very, very good. It's just, it is a drop in quality, I won't lie. But you gotta think about it. The way that Chainsaw Man works is, that's a spoiler, I can't even say it. Let's just keep it moving. Hey, Demon Slayer Season 1. This is kind of the final arc of Season 1. So, if we ranking it on this, in a grand scheme of things, it's good. I would say it's on Run Car level arc. I would put it here. Then we have Mugen Train. Me personally, I like the fight more in the season at the end of Season 1, but I think the Mugen Train is a better arc. I would say it's here, not that much higher. And in this season, the actual Season 2, I forgot what it's actually called, Entertainment District or something like that. This is actually top tier. This is legitimately top tier. This is the best arc I've seen so far. Now, I'm not all the way caught up on Demon Slayer. I will be catching up as these movies, you know what I'm saying, getting released. And by the way, the trilogy is not finishing until 2029, so just want to put that out there. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Demon Slayer may get to a point, like for me, where it's like One Piece, where it's like so much to watch that I'm like kind of like out of it, but it's not. Nah, that's a bad comparison. But it actually kind of, I'm just moving on. Next we got Dragon Ball Goku vs Vegeta, the Saiyan arc. Saiyan Saga, I would say keep it a whole stack with you, gang. Not a big Dragon Ball guy, but I do think Dragon Ball Z is the peak of the show in terms of the consistency. I would say Saiyan Saga for me is mid. If you want to talk about the fight, I wouldn't grade it that high either, to be honest. Frieza's actually good. I would say Frieza. I'm looking at that B. Can't even lie, bro. I'm looking at that B, bro. It ain't gonna go that high. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't gonna go that high. I'll put it here for now. I think that Arrancar arc to me is better. Okay, then we have Cell Saga. Now, I'm looking at that peak fiction, man. Gotta be real with you. You got Soul Society in there. I would put it over Soul Society. You got U20 in there. I would put it over U20. Golden Age in there. I would put it over Golden Age. But like I said, bro, there's shit in here, creativity-wise, that just gaps everything in this. But is the arc as a whole better? That's tough. That is very tough. I won't even lie to you. That is very tough. I actually like Cell Saga a lot. I'll probably give it the edge because it actually has animated. I'll probably give it the edge over this because it's not animated too. It cannot go any higher. It's just not real. Not realistic. And then we have Boo. Oh, it's better than this. Boo is better than this. I would say Boo is like Boo Saga. They just this arc, they just started doing shit in my opinion, bro. Like, honestly, I think they just started doing shit. So wait, do I not have to have this? Hold on. Ah, we chilling there. We chilling. Alright. Boo Saga, I'ma say honestly a solid question here. I'ma go here, I believe. Yeah. I think there's some things I'm just forgetting at Midnight Sun. There was when they I'm actually because I forgot to build up on that Midnight. Yeah, nah. I'm chatting. I'm chatting on that Midnight Sun. I might be chatting on that Elf Saga. Loki, hold on. Midnight Sun is not worse than this arc. Midnight Sun is not worse than this. At all. Elf Saga is not worse than this. Okay. Is this better than this? I probably would say yes. Okay, now we got it more concentrated. Next we have, I don't even know what the hell this arc is called. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna just say mid, bro. I'm gonna say mid. I actually like this arc. The ending was so ass though. But I'm gonna be honest, bro, there was no way to actually resolve that shit. The niggas was just too OP. Won't even lie. But mid. Tournament Power is actually peak. I'm not even gonna lie. Not on here. Not actually peak fiction. Do not think I'm going that crazy. I actually enjoyed this. It's just long. I would say probably here. And then we have the movies. Broly is good. Broly is really good. I'm gonna say Broly is top of good. Then we have Superhero. I'm not even a big Gohan fan. Like, the Gohan fans be going crazy, like, honestly. But I would probably say, I just realized I have Fullmetal Alchemist up here by itself. I gotta go to the bottom where all the other ones that's at the bottom get ranked together. This is not getting ranked, so don't even worry about it. Alright, we got Broly. I would say, not Broly. We got Superhero. I would say it's not better than Broly to me. It's not. But the thing about this arc, I think the writing in this arc was actually better than Broly. It's just the fight wasn't as good as the Broly fight. So it might, I think they actually had better writing for Gohan's character, personally, than anything that happened in that Broly movie, personally, for me. Honestly, a Rancor arc is way better than it. I'm gassing it. The writing in this is not that crazy. I would probably say this is how I rank it. I do enjoy that Broly movie a lot because of the fight though, but yeah, it's not much going on in that besides the fight for me though, if I'm being honest. Then we have Haikyuu season 1. Season 1 is cool. I'm putting the elf over this. I would say season 1 is here. Yeah, there. Season 2 is when it does take a jump. I would say season 2 is like here. Season 3 takes another jump. This is debatably the best sports arc ever. You see what's up there with it. I probably would give this the edge because it's actually animated right now, personally. But I do think Barcelona is better, so honestly, lower this because it's not better than this either. It's not better than Golden Age. U20 in this is actually very, very debatable because at the end of the day, it's really just one match. This is kind of one match, but it has a lot more. This just has more tied into it, more depth in general than this. And this, I would say this is better though, personally. Next we have to the top, Haikyuu. I actually really enjoy this. I would say, I'd probably say to the top. Hey, this is very similar. It's very similar in terms of how the levels. I would probably say, hey, that's tough. I never even thought of this, by the way. I'm gonna go, I guess I'm gonna go to the top over Neo Egotist. I don't know. That's actually kind of tough. Especially that movie. Honestly, I understood why they made that a movie, because that wasn't enough to just make a full arc on. So I understand it, but now that we got the first match and then we got that movie, right now I would probably say to the top. I've actually read this whole thing. I haven't read Haikyuu, so I only know what I know. I actually know the ending of Neo Egotist, so I'll say this. Actually, that'll be my separator of that. Then we have York New arc, Kurapika Aura. You know what I'm saying? Kurapika Aura, busting out the seams. I would say right there with Soul Society. I'd probably give Soul Society the edge on it. And then we have Chimera Ant arc, one of the best arcs ever made in history. Comes down to the Gun Devil arc, Eclipse. I don't think it's touching Team. It might be touching Sheik and Sheena. I think my separator of them three is the fact that Gun Devil has not been animated. So then it comes down to Sheik and Sheena, Chimera Ant, and this. Honestly, Rumbling go down. Honestly, go down. I don't think it's on the level of these four, bro. Keep it a bean. Bro. I would say this is tough. Chimera Ant, Eclipse. I think it's just more to the Chimera Ant arc than it is to the Eclipse. I'm not... Hey, bro, this gonna sound messed up, but I do like the ending of the Eclipse more so than I like the ending to the Hunter x Hunter Chimera Ant arc. If that makes sense. Where, like, the Berserk, if you know, the Golden Age is the prologue, and this is the ending of the prologue. But this is really the start of Berserk, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'll probably give it to Eclipse. Never mind. I'll probably give it to Eclipse. Yeah, let me just not even try to explain that one. Kaguya-sama Season 1. I'm going to go... I think Kaguya-sama season has 3 seasons, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm going to say Season 1 is... It's good. It's better than Haikyuu. I'll say here. I'll say good. Next, we have Season 2. I don't know which one is Season 1 and Season 2, to be real. I'm going to just say this is Season 2. I think this is Season 1 and this is Season 2. Looking at it, but I could be wrong. But I already ranked it, so we're just going to keep moving. I'm going to say Season 2. I'll probably keep it there. It's kind of tough to rank seasons in compared to arcs. Like the Elf arc and the Aranka arc are really, really good. But this arc is actually really good. It's kind of tough. This is like a 4-part movie. I think they also have a Season 3. So I guess you could throw that in there. Kind of tough to rank. I'm looking at Entertainment District. This is kind of getting dissed, but I'm looking at the arcs above it. I probably agree with it. I probably would put Chainsaw Man under that, looky. This probably under it too. For now. And then I would put this here. For now. Next we have Jobless Reincarnation Season 1. Season 1 is cool. It's like kind of the build up. It's kind of what I really would rather in a isekai than what we usually get. The ending is where it kind of does do like a little bit of a plot twist where they kind of change it up. Very cool, in my opinion. But I do think after what happens in the next season, the show starts to go down for me. That's why I'm only ranking 2. Season 1 Part 1 and Season 1 Part 2. But I'm gonna say Java's Reincarnation. I'm gonna say it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. It's cool. I say it's better than... I don't know. That's tough. I feel like it's more consistent than Chainsaw Man, but the ending of Chainsaw Man season 1 is actually very good. Season 2, way better than season 1, in my opinion. Or not season 2, but season 1 part 2, way better than season 1 part 1. It's just a lot more, it's just darker, it's more depth going on, but it's still not, you know what I'm saying, crazy or nothing. I probably would put it, like, I'm honestly gonna put Alpha over this, and I'm gonna put this over this. That's, no, that's too crazy. I'll probably put it here. Now we have the early part of JJK season 1. I would probably say this is tough. Early part of JJK is just like a introduction to pretty much a lot of the characters. I would say probably go down to mid, bro. Let's go mid. Then we got the second half of the art of the. Oh no. I'm thinking about it. Nah. This was actually really good. Then the second part of it, I would probably. It's not gonna be crazy high or nothing. I won't lie. I'll put it there. Then we have hidden inventory. Hidden inventory. That's pretty good. I won't lie, especially with all the stuff with Toji. And then we kind of get the backstory to like Ghetto and stuff like that. This is pretty good. I would say kind of tough. What would I go here? Personally, I'm looking at it. I'll put it over both of these. I ain't gonna lie. Put it over this. Don't know if I'll put it over that, so I'll say here. I think that's a fair placement. Then we have Shibuya Incident. Shibuya Incident is up there. Not even gonna lie. So over 1,000 Year Blood War. Is it over Team A arc? That's tough. I think Shibuya is better, but I think the thing that carries. I think Shibuya is better. It's just Shibuya kind of gets carried by the fights. It's not much. The thing with JJK, it's not a lot of depth. It's really, the depth is the stakes. It's a lot of stakes, but it's really just fights, honestly. But it's really good fights. That's the thing. It's very, very, very good fights. Good fights. Yeah, I'd probably say here. And then we have Culling Gang. If this is not part of the Culling Gang, where did I put the other? Yeah, this goes down. This is probably in this area. Maybe even in this area, honestly. It has some really good fights, I won't lie. It does. I probably would say it's at the top of B. Culling Game is actually pretty good. I don't know if I would say top tier, though. It's pretty good. I don't know if I would say top tier, though. Next, we have... I don't think I can say S+. Because this goes downhill after this fight. Dramatically. And everything that happens after this fight. Like, the thing is, when it comes to everything in these arcs, the impact that these 3 arcs have are ridiculous. Really, these 3. This don't really have as much impact as these 3, in my opinion. Low-key. That may be the separator right there, bro. That joint don't got the impact of gun death. I ain't gonna lie. This arc got crazy impact after it. It does. Insane impact after it. But it's negative to the quality of the show. Because the author literally didn't know what to do after this. He genuinely had no clue what to do. And it just got worse and worse and worse and worse. And not trolling, it genuinely kept getting worse. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it, bro. I genuinely could not believe it. This fight, though, because this is all we're ranking. We're not ranking the arc after. I'm not doing that. That shit would be trash. Genuinely. Would be trash, honestly. I'm going to say it's Peak Fiction. How high in Peak Fiction? I would say it's at least over Rize. Outside of it, bro, literally it's just a fight. It's just a fight, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. This part is just a fight. Now you do have the part where he does. I'm not gonna spoil, but you can. I'm not gonna even say anything else. Made in Abyss season 1. Now this shit got depth. This got a lot of depth. I would say Made in Abyss season 1 is. Hey, see, some of this stuff is tough to compare. Like, you got crazy fights, and you got crazy games in terms of sports, and then you got good arcs. This is tough. Honestly, these are just way too high. And I would put this over both of those. These are just way too high. Because it's literally, these are just games at the end of the day. Like, impact. Wait, nah, this has a lot of impact on the show, though. This does have a lot of impact on the show, though. I won't lie, but it is just a game at the end of the day. I won't lie. Made in Abyss. Bro, that just the game logic is gonna be ass. Nah, I'm not using that. I'm just lowering it because it does. I think that this is just better than these two, and that's what gave me the credibility to put these two higher, personally. Made in Abyss season 1. I probably say it's over Shibuya. I don't think I can go any higher. This is at least here. Probably can't go any higher with that being here. They have Golden City arc. This one is okay to me. I think this one was the forgettable of the 3. It's just, bro, the thing with Made in Abyss, this shit is so sad, bro. So sad. I would say it's here, though. Personally. Next, I would say Mob Psycho. We got Mob Psycho season 1, season 2, and season 3. If this is not season 1, my bad. If this is season 1, my bad. If this is season 2, actually, I think this is season. I'm pretty sure this is season 1. This is season 2. This is season 3. So we're gonna rank it based off that. Season 1, I think was actually pretty good. I would say pretty enjoyable watch. I'll probably put it like here. Season 2, I'll probably put like there. Season 3. Season 2, they started diving more into like a lot of things within the show. I probably would actually put it here. Then we have season 3. I actually really like season 3 because I think that they finished off this series really well. I would say one of the more underrated endings, by the way. I would probably say this is here. I'll probably go there. Then we have My Hero season 3. I guess the All for One versus All Might fight. Pretty big thing. You got the stuff where Bakugo gets kidnapped and stuff like that. You got a lot of stuff that happens there. Some of that stuff was just stupid. I'm not gonna lie, but the fight is actually really good. I would say it's a good fight. So with this, probably would go here. My Villain Academia arc. Now this, holy the Shigaraki backstory. I ain't gonna lie. That's one of the best backstories I've seen to this day. And I like backstories. I ain't even gonna lie. Some people don't like backstories at all. I think that's the Naruto fan in me. But they did this really well. I'm gonna say this. That's definitely peak fiction. I don't know. It's gonna be pretty solid. I'd probably say here, right behind York New. And then we have the War arc. War arc is pretty crazy. I don't know if it's as good as My Villain Academia though. I don't think it's better. I would probably say, it kind of does go back to here. I probably would say it's like there, but I do think that this had more depth in the arc than this. It's just the depth is really the fights. It's within the fights. This, we're out like, I mean, obviously, he has like it's like the reasonings and shit. The reasoning behind why they fighting, especially the evil people, is not much. The obviously the good people have the reasonings kind of to save the city and the world and stuff like that, clearly. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I kind of connect. Like when you can connect to the villain, I just think that I'm putting it over. I don't care. I'm putting it over. Honestly, nobody's Made in Abyss. I'm kind of chatting with that a little bit. I won't even lie. But yeah, that's where we're gonna go. I'm gonna go. Oh, then we have the finale. Now, this is not just the final season. This is season 7 too. Like the build up to the last little fight, and because like in the final season they're still doing the fight, and then you have like the finale. I think that My Hero did a very good job with the ending to the show. I would probably say right there with Soul Society. I put it right above Soul Society personally. I actually really did enjoy it. Then we have Chunin exams. Silver Cell Saga. I don't think I can go any higher though. In my tuning exam, I put the whole thing together. So some people put like all that stuff with Orochimaru and the third Hokage, or not, yeah, the third Hokage separately. They put that as a different arc. I put that entire arc together. So I think that's a pretty pivotal arc in the show, personally, for me. Then we have Sasuke retrieval arc. This is a really big deal. This is a very impactful arc. I think that this is one of the best arcs in all of manga, personally, for me. I won't lie though. I mean, there is depth. Like, there's a reason for like a lot of it, but I won't lie. I don't really connect as much to like the Sasuke part, but I won't lie. This is peak. Like, this is the peak of. This is the peak, bro. I'm gonna keep it being. I was gonna say something crazy there, but this is the peak. But I ain't gonna lie. Looking at the other 4, I don't know if it's standing up to them. It's standing up to Chimera, but the other three at the top right now. Oh no. Oh no. And I don't know if I'll put it over Rumbling or Marley. So I'm actually lower it. Executive decision. Then we have, and this is Pain arc. Yeah. Now that one, it got everything. You got Jiraiya, you got the Itachi Sasuke, you got Naruto with Pain, you got Naruto, bro. The best moment in the whole. This is the climax of the show. Like AOT, like I said, has 2 climaxes, right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? But Naruto, this is the climax of the show, 100%, 100%. All the stuff that happened in this arc, and for it to finish like that, and him to finally get the acknowledgement, like the work that he had to put in to get to that acknowledgement part was, yeah. And you had to really put in a lot of work to watch all that shit too. So you really felt that. No cap. Next we got Boruto. I think Tubu Vortex is actually really good, but you gotta look at what we ranking here, bro. Like, we ranking some really good stuff. Now, I do think it's better than these. Is it better than this? That could age like ass. Genuinely. But I'm gonna have to do it. I don't know if it's better than this though. Keep it me. I'll probably put it here. For now. But I do think Boruto right now, especially with that plot twist, it got some depth. But everything plot twist on is pretty much what Tubu Vortex is. So, yeah. Okay, and then I had another part of this show, and I'm not gonna rank it. So that's just what we're gonna say now. Let me put some of these in order that's at the bottom, in terms of, because I had it in terms of best to worst. I will put this here. Probably will put this. Ooh, that's tough though. I'm looking at it. It's gonna get interesting in a little bit. All right, now we have. Wait, I didn't put Eni's Lobby on here. I guess we're gonna do it together, because it kind of is together. But I ain't gonna lie, Eni's Lobby is the climax of the arc. It's not the climax of the show. All right, Water 7 Eni's Lobby, clear cut, peak fiction. Is here for me. I'll probably say there. One of the best arcs all time. And then we have Marine Ford. Marine Ford is S+ in that top tier. I would say there. I think that's just stamped what it would be for me in that best category. One of the best arcs I've ever seen in life. Simple as that. Let's keep moving. Next we have. Okay, so this is season 1 and then season 2, One Punch Man. Okay, season 1. I think season 1 is kind of overrated. I think the animation is good. That's the thing about One Punch Man. The show, the story of One Punch Man kept getting better. Like, you could even see it within season 1. The story was getting better. It was getting better and better. Season 2, they just trolled it with the animation. And season 3, they just, like, come on, bro. Absolutely just trolled it with the animation. But I would say season 1, okay. Loki Garo actually is an arc. The Hero Hunter arc. And then you have the Monster Association arc. Okay, so season 1, I'm gonna just rank season 1 as what it is. I would say it's good. You could even argue mid, but I'm gonna say good. I'm gonna put it right here. Put it back to good. Hero Hunter arc, actually pretty solid. Probably would say it's good. I probably would say like here. Yeah, Monster Association. Monster Association is actually really good, especially with the ending to it. I can't put it any higher than here though, because they're gonna troll the animation for it. It's just what it is. I can't put it any higher than there. It's just that simple. Next we have ReZero arcs. Season 1 ending. I forgot what it's called. It's not the Everlasting Contract arc. It's not Sanctuary. I forgot what it's called. The last arc where they doing with that whale and he's trying to fight Betelgeuse, however you say that man name. But yeah, this is all 3 of these. We can just sit up here in peak fiction for all the ReZero arcs I'm finna rank. I'm not even gonna lie. Over Cell Saga. Maybe because I look at DBZ, it's out over. I'm looking at some of these arcs under Cell Saga. I'm just gonna not speak. I'm putting it there at minimum. It's over in these lobbies. It's over tuning exam. I love Naruto, and it's over this too. That's where we stop. I'm not gonna lie. I want to put it in best. I'm putting it best. I think it's in the best area. I think it is. This, I would say, is here. I think season 2 is better than season 1, but I think this arc is better than this arc, if that makes sense. We do get a lot more of the lore and the world building. We get the backstory to like all the witches and stuff like that and kind of important stuff. But I do think it is peak fiction. And in this, honestly, I don't know. This is tough because I think the season 2 is better than season 3, but I think the story of season 3 and like the character development is better. It's very tough. Very, very tough. Very, very tough. I would probably say this one I would actually probably say is like here. I probably would say it's like there. Very high though. Still very, very high. Then we have solo leveling. I guess forgot what it's called. The Chimera Ants. I don't remember what it was called, bro. I'm gonna keep it being. This is the Chimera Ant arc. You know what I'm saying? This is the Miriam and stuff like that. Come on, bro. Like, it's good, but it's not Hunter x Hunter. It's not Hunter x Hunter. I would say people gonna be mad about this, but it's here. Season 2 is very good, so I don't think that's that crazy. And then we have here, I guess this is the Adventurer arc in beginning after the end. I don't know if they're gonna come out with a season 2. If they do, hopefully they get like a, what is it called? What is that show that got hyped up, but the season 1 was mid, and the season 2 was much better? Forgot what it's called. It's the spy show. I forgot what it's called, but yeah. Hopefully they do that right. I think the Adventurer Guild, the ending to the Adventurer Guild arc is actually kind of crazy. I won't lie. I will say, though, I ain't gonna lie. Some of these in B is kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie. Low key, we gonna lower some of these, and then we gonna go mid. I'm not putting this in mid yet. I think I'm being harsh, but I'm not gonna lie. We gotta think about what we comparing these shows to. Okay, no. I'm just putting these back up. Yeah, and then this is like the end of it, and then we have this. I would say for now, I think the Boruto part is better right now, but I would probably say B. Then we have the Academy arc where he's a student and then literally becomes a teacher. They be gassing, bro. Like, this is glazed. This entire manhwa is a glaze fest for bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Straight glaze the whole time. Won't even lie. I'm gonna say the ending to this arc is what really trolls this, in my opinion. I would say mid. The ending to this arc is actually awful. I won't even lie. The arc actually is very good. The ending to the arc trolls the character. Bro, it gives me PTSD to like the Jobless arc. Some of them Jobless arcs. But yeah, Nah, not for me. And then this is the war arc. This is actually really good so far. So far, it's actually been really good. I'm gonna say for now, I would say it's here. For now, none of this has been animated yet. And we go back to the top because we have Vinland Saga. This is gonna be the last show with multiple entries on the list. Vinland Saga, the prologue. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. We're gonna start you at the back. Let's move that up. Let's move that up. Let's move that up. Let's move that up. More depth. Let's move that up. That's tough right there, though. It has more depth, but I ain't gonna lie. It's too much. It's too much for it to pass. It's too much, man. That Shigashino got too much, bro. It's too much. Too much, bro. I'm sorry. Then we got Farmland. I think Farmland is just here. Farmland is just there. I think it's up there. Then we have Sword Art Online Season 1. Really not Season 1. Part 1, I guess I forgot what that joint called. The original arc, I guess you could say. Where before it kind of fell off. I would actually say this is actually pretty good. I would say C. Mid. Then we have Hermia. The actual first season. I think they actually did this one pretty good. And then they start doing like spin-offs to it and shit like that. Where the second season is literally not even chronological order. They just started doing episodes to do this shit. Which is unfortunate because it was the first season is so good, but you know, just what it is. Wherever Kaguya-sama is, it's over all that. So it's not over that last part, but it's over all the other ones. So it's there. Then we have Ranking the King Season 1. Now this, the ending to Season 1 is what kind of trolls it. It's not a bad ending, but it's a mid ending. But everything prior to that. Hey man, that's damn near peak fiction. Because of the ending, I'ma put it here. I'ma put it there. Because of the ending. If it wasn't for the ending, it would be higher. Heavenly Delusion. I actually really do enjoy Heavenly Delusion. Similar to the ending of this, where it kind of throws it, but the ending is not bad. It's just like a part of the ending that really was so unnecessary, but it was crazy. Like, actually crazy. But it's actually a really good show, really good story, really cool concept, but it's like genuinely still don't know what the hell was going on half the time. But they actually had some pretty good plot twists, but it was kind of hard to follow for the most part. I won't lie. But I'll say B. I'll say B. I would say yeah. That's where we go. Then we got JoJo's Part 6, man. Let's go ahead and get that moving. Let's go ahead and get that moving, boy. I'm gonna keep it being. I did not put these one show, like the one arc shows in order, because this is peak fiction. I don't care what nobody says about how they adapted it. Peak fiction. I do not care. And the thing with JoJo's, every part is just a full anime, but at the same time, it's one arc. So it's kind of unfair to compare, honestly. But I would, for starters, I would put it here. I don't think I'll put it over Golden Age. Simple as that. I think that's where it would stop. Bocchi the Rock. Like I said, I did not put this in order. I would put Bocchi the Rock here, though. Top tier. Fullmetal Alchemist. Now, it really does come down to which one we talk about. Brotherhood. What's it called? I personally rather the OG ending, but I didn't read the manga. If you read the manga, you can read the other one. But both of those are two of the top 5 endings in anime history, in my opinion. Got one that we're going to talk about in a little bit. Mob Psycho might be in that top 5, bro. Mob Psycho got a good ass ending. I may be forgetting some stuff, though. I'm not even going to lie. Oh, Odd Taxi got a low-key, nah, Odd Taxi top 5. That might not be top 5, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. But this got a really good ending. I'ma say top tier. Top of top tier. Personally, for me. Gintama. I forgot what the Shogun Assassination Arc, I think is what it's called. I think. Peak fiction. Okay, we gonna start it here. Hey, bro, this is going down. This is throwing me the hell off. It's throwing me off, bro. It's throwing me off. I'm sorry. It's throwing me off. It's going there. Yeah. Because I was finna just throw this over that. Okay, in these lobby, you're coming down too. Because the only reason you're that high is because of that too. Because I don't think you better than this. I don't think you better than this. I definitely don't think you better than... Yeah, I don't think you better... Golden Age is tough. I probably would just throw it here, personally. I think all 4 of these are debatable with this, personally. But I'm gonna go there. And then we have Promised Neverland. I guess this is the prologue. I don't know what the hell happened to this show after this season, though. Season 1, Promised Neverland, is peak of the peak fictions. I don't care what nobody says, bro. I don't care. The only reason why I can't put it that high is because what happens after. But if we just ranking it off the arc and the arc alone, that's up there, bro. That's up there, bro. I'm saying it's here. It's up there, bro. Like, genuinely up there. Then we have Light versus Ale. Another peak fiction in my eyes. Easily another peak fiction in my eyes. I would say the backstory for Shigashin is a good shout. I ain't gonna lie. I probably put it over that. Soul Society and Cell Saga, very debatable. I put it over that. Eni's Lobby, I probably put it over it. To be real, My Hero final arc, I probably put it over that. You know what I should have added on this one, since this is an updated one? Monster. I should have probably put Monster. Would have been tough though, cause I don't even know how to break them arcs up, bruh. Nah, I'm glad I didn't do that. Over this. This is a W shout right here. I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably go over it though. Okay, we stop here. That's where we stop. And then we have Code Geass, peak fiction. Not even peak fiction. It's best. It's in that best category. What the? What did I just move? What? It was here. Okay. And then we have this. I'ma say it's in that best category. Honestly, no, it's not. I'm gonna do the same thing I did with Rumbling. I'm gonna put it above Rumbling. I don't think it is. Personally, I don't think it's in that tier with those other ones. I think it's the best ending in all of anime, but the arc as a whole, I do think the setup to the ending is good, but the ending is clears. Bro, the ending makes the show what it is. The rest of the show is not that good, honestly. The ending is genuinely peak fiction. Like, genuinely, not just anime, peak fiction. Genuinely. Probably the best fictional ending I've ever seen. It's up there. That's what I'll say. So, yeah. Shout out Code Geass. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the... hold on, bro. I'm paying this. Shout out to the anime, you know what I'm saying? Something had to get put in trash. I'm sorry, bro. Something had to get put in trash. Something had to get put in mid. I'm sorry, bro. Something had to get put in mid. And then we had good. We got top tier. We got peak fiction. And then we have the best. If y'all do want more of these anime tier lists, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. All that good stuff out the way, man. Without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitzky. I'm out of here.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!